Hello, hi guys, and welcome back. This is your reading for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. So, if you are a sun, moon, rising, or if you are an ascendant by Vedic astrology, like an Sagittarius ascendant, this is the reading for you. So, let's get started with our first oracle card just to have a little bit of idea what the next 2 weeks are going to look like. So, the first card that we have is number 3, Delight, which means definitely something amazing is coming towards you. Also, number 3 is the number of Jupiter, which means you might be dealing with suddenly your luck might change, let's say that for once, but also you might also be dealing with something which is related to your income. So there could be something that is going on that may lead to increase in your income, or perhaps a different source of income, or maybe you're going to make that little extra money, maybe on interest or some kind of investment that you have made in the past. So that is one card that I have for you right now. Let's see what else is the energy for you. The next card that I have for you is Guidance, number 33, which also comes down to double threes and number 6. So when we talk about guidance, what is happening is that you are being divinely guided, which means whatever you are doing, most of the decisions that you are taking at this point of time are not coming from you, but rather they are coming from higher sources, which are very silently guiding you to do a specific thing. Now, you might be considering maybe going into a partnership, maybe changing your new job, or maybe starting something new from scratch. It could be any of those things. But the thing is, whatever is happening in your life right now, it is happening because there is a reason why it needs to happen, and it needs to take you to a different level, which is why it is happening. So I think my advice to you would be, number one, I think if you are into praying to Lord Ganesh would actually help you a lot in this regards. But also at the same time, Wednesday seems to be the day where you will see significant change. So maybe it is something that you initiated yesterday, or maybe it is something, the result of which would come on a Wednesday, or maybe you've sowed the seed or the thought came in your head on a Wednesday. So that is something that I am seeing for you. Let's pull a couple of more cards, oracle cards, just to see what is happening in your life and what can you expect. So the first card I have is Meditate and Contemplate, which is again Pisces, new moon in Pisces, which is the zodiac sign of Jupiter. So Jupiter seems to be taking the forefront in your case, and something seems to be happening. Now, Pisces is also the card of faith. So it is also talking about being in a situation where you might not feel that you are like that you can receive this particular thing whatever is happening with you, but what the card is trying to tell you is you need to have that complete faith in your abilities, because Pisces is a very dark sign. Like, it's basically the sign where you can't see anything, it's complete darkness, and in darkness you have to have faith. So having faith in your abilities, thinking that you are more than capable of achieving whatever it is that you've set to achieve, I do see that happening for a lot of you, my Sagittarians. The next card that I have is Full Moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan, energy of Venus. So it seems like Jupiter and Venus are like literally at the forefront of your reading. With this card, what it means is that you need to have a plan. So whatever you're doing, maybe it's just happening in your head because you're getting thoughts here with this energy. You're getting thoughts which are from the divine. You're getting all these wonderful ideas, but you also have to come up with a practical plan to put all these ideas into effect. So when I said that there are chances that you could be receiving some kind of wealth, some kind of income, and Taurus again is by default the sign of wealth and income. It's a sign of luxury because it's being ruled by Venus, which means to achieve all of those things, you have to pay attention to what is going on and then make sure that everything is happening by the book. Let's see what else is happening. See, so far everything is just lining up in a sense of how it should line up. The next card that I have for you is Mars. Finally, there is also going to be action. What this card also tells me is that you need to have discipline, which means you have to, whatever it is, whatever messages that you are getting or whatever thoughts you're getting, you need to put them into practicality, which means that for some of them writing helps, so writing in a diary would help. For others is like being consistent with, this is what I have to do and this is what I am going to do every day. So try it for the next 2 weeks and see like if it improves or if it changes anything in your life, because I definitely see that things would change in your life and it is definitely going to help you a lot. The next card that I have for you is the third house messages. So definitely all of this is basically, the sync is so amazing because I was telling you that you are going to get messages. Something is happening. You need to have faith. And then the third house again is getting activated, which is the house of Gemini, Mercury. But it is also aided by Mars, which means for some of you, Mars might be in the sign in the third house for you guys. And then when that happens, what it's saying is that many of you might be starting a new workout regimen. You might have started improving your eating habits. You are in for something new. Something new is definitely happening. For a lot of you, you might be traveling short distance. For some of you, it could also mean that you're starting a new book, you are starting a new routine, and all those things are definitely happening for you. So now let's look at tarot cards for you just to see what is up or what we can improve, how things can go, and stuff like that. So what is the present energy for my lovely Sagittarians? All right, so the first card I have is the Horn God, which is the Emperor card. Then we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Lord of Shadows. So something new is definitely happening. With the Emperor card, you are in to rule the world. With the King of Pentacles, that is a very, very strong energy of wanting to change things, wanting to do things in a different way. You want to conquer, you want to be the boss right now. So I feel like a lot of you might be eyeing for the next growth in your career, for the next step where you can actually prove yourself. It's like wanting to come out of these shadows just so you can show the world what it is that you want and how it is you want. And at the bottom of the deck, the energy is Queen of Thames, or the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords basically tell me that this person is sitting in a lot of isolation. And also we had the Pisces card, which means you might be going through this period where you feel isolated, you feel cut off, but that is because you are focusing all your energy in terms of what is coming next, what can you do, what can you improve. So far all these cards look very, very positive, in a sense that you might be going through a little hard period right now because you don't understand where things are moving or what is going on, but it's all happening for the good. Let's see what else is going on. Another thing, for some of you, your siblings might play a significant role somehow. Either if you stay away from your siblings, you might be going to meet them, or there's definitely something happening with your social media. You might be going a lot more, you might be a lot more active on your social media. So something along those lines is also happening for you guys. Let's see what's next for my lovely Sagittarians. Okay, we have the nature, number 6 again. We have the 10 of wands. We have the queen of chalices. And then we have 2 of Thames. So, interesting. So you, in terms of the future, whatever you are doing, whatever you are walking towards, you are going to be having a lot of things to do. So a lot of work is coming towards you. I think for a lot of you, because you are planning to switch careers, you're planning to move into a completely different field, you're planning to do things completely different, which is why I see a lot of work coming in. Now, this could also be applicable on your relationships, which means that if you have gone through a period where the other person was very, very dominating, or they were not very flexible, I do feel moving forward that you are going to make certain changes in your personality so you can handle the situation a lot better than before. Now, one thing to be mindful is that with the nature card, what I usually see is ideally something is going on in the background that you are not aware of, something that you cannot see yet or you cannot make sense of yet. So, there might be chances that somebody is not wishing well for you, but I don't see that having an impact on you. The thing, one of the reasons why this card came up is because you have been spending a lot of time in isolation, so it's sort of related in that sense. But with the two of swords, I do feel like you're still double-minded in terms of what decisions to take, where to go. But most of these decisions that are going to happen for you are going to be emotionally driven, because with the Queen of Cups, you're thinking from your emotions. You're thinking like, what should I do about it, how should I go about it, and stuff like that. Let's see what else do we have for our lovely Sagittarians. So we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Sun card, we have Ace of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Athens. So you are definitely gaining power. It doesn't matter how you end up gaining it or what you become, but you are definitely coming into power. Very slowly, things are moving. Now, I'll be very honest, I don't think you are going to see the result of this happening within the next 2 weeks. My tentative timeline to you would be you're looking at least a month, give or take, just at least 3 months. Let's put it this way. So 1 to 3 months is when you are actually going to see the result. It could also be 3 weeks, so it would differ in each case. But I do see you moving forward. I do see recognition coming in. Um, Despite everything that is happening, you want to be the king. You want to rule whatever is going on. People are sort of creating blockages and obstacles in your career or in your love life, but I still see you being the center, being in the center, getting the recognition that you deserve. So if you have been waiting for recognition, I do see recognition coming. I do see people acknowledging the value that you add. I do see you finally completing a course, finally doing something that you have signed up to do, but you have never finished. With this, I do see, like with the King of Pentacles, is a person who works very, very hard, who puts their soul into getting things done. And they have done their fair share of work, because they've made a lot of efforts. They have tried to climb up to the top, and I do see with the Sun card finally being appreciated for the things that you have done, for things that you have put all your effort in. And then you have been working in the shadows, so maybe nobody was recognizing your efforts, nobody was recognizing what you bring onto the table. But because it was keeping you emotionally happy, emotionally satisfied, I do see a new beginning coming up. So no matter how you read the cards, it does look like you have a new beginning coming. You have recognition coming. The energy of Sun is very strong, the energy of Jupiter is very strong. And then if we only look at the energy which is coming from, the cards at the bottom of our deck, and it's mostly sword cards, because I think the biggest blockage that might happen in your case is you yourself and nobody else. It's like you have been cutting off people, you have been blocking things out, you have been double minded about things, but I do see you coming out very, very successfully, because this is a couple. So for some of you, you guys might be in a relationship, and you might be, thinking about whether you want to be with this person or not. So I also see that happening, because with the Two of Swords, it's a card where you're not sure of what you want. It's like everything is going on in your head, but you have to take a decision which you just haven't taken. So this was the reading for you, my lovely Sagittarians. See you next time.